I got stalked. Welcome back to the vlog. I'm getting ready for a ride and I'm going to talk about why I no longer have a public Strava account. And it's not because I've got anything to hide. Just getting ready to go out for a spin on my gravel bike. Really enjoying the warm weather at the moment. Take every opportunity I can to get out. Christmas is nearly here, so the roads are a bit mental, so I'm just going to head into the forest. When I first got into this sport, I used to post about it a lot on Instagram. And I had a Strava account. Some of my training buddies at the time convinced me to get a Strava account, so I set up a Strava. And I thought nothing of it. Then one day I started getting weird messages on Instagram. I talked to a couple of my friends and they'd been getting weird messages from the same person too. Then this person started trying to message my wife. Luckily she had a private account at the time, so the messages couldn't get through and this person couldn't follow her. But myself and a couple of friends found it pretty weird that this person was quite persistent with messages to all of us, messages that were really odd and not something that we expected to be receiving. Another friend of mine told me once that he had a private Strava because he was worried about his house security. He said he often went for a run at the same time every day, always left from his house and came back to his house. And he said if someone looked on his Strava, they could probably figure out where he lived and work out what times of the day he wasn't home. I thought that was a really good point. But that's not why I made mine private, although it does pay to think about it. But anyway, these messages got more persistent and weirder as time went on. And it got to the point that I had to block this person that was sending me all these messages, and my friends did as well. Mainly for some peace and quiet, but also just because we were a bit weirded out by the messages. That's not where it ended. So after I've blocked this random follower on every social network imaginable, they start following me on Strava. And I didn't think much of it because it's not like you could send messages or anything on Strava. But then one day I'm out riding, just on like a loop I ride regularly, one of my favorites. I was actually out with friends and we were getting overtaken by this line of cars, which is pretty normal. But then one car slowed down beside me, wound the window down. The person in the passenger seat starts yelling at me. I don't know what they were saying, I couldn't hear it. Trying to ride, trying to pay attention, and there's cars queuing up behind, and I thought this is weird. So I slowed down in the hope that they'd keep going and take off, and that's what happened. But then I get home and get another random message from this follower saying that, oh, they were the person in the car out there following me while I was riding. And that freaked me out because I do not like being followed by cars when I'm riding. Not just for a safety perspective, but I just hate the thought of someone following me in general. So after that it was private Strava, everything locked down like Fort Knox, and I've never changed it back. But anyway, I'm just riding a little section of the Hunua Traverse today. So chuck a few clips in. Cool new gravel track from Clevedon through to Kaiawa in Auckland. Definitely worth checking out if you've got a bike with knobbly tyres. Good ride for the summer. last of the climbs knocked off on the Hunua Traverse. The last one, the Kaiawa end, is by far the longest and the hardest. But it's nice to get to the top, and now a nice downhill roll to the finish. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the vlog, and I'll see you in the next one.